Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and the balanced patch we've been waiting for weeks now has finally been teased. We know the cards that are going to be getting nerfed. We don't know the details, but we'll go over it, speculate on what those changes can be. And we also, for the first time ever, just see the classes that are getting buffed. We don't know at all the cards, so we won't go into that in great detail, but we'll talk about the classes, and one that does seem to be kind of omitted. And if you want to win cards, by the way, we have a giveaway. You might have heard. For Wizbeg's Workshop, we're giving away 3 mega bundles, 2 regular pre-orders out of my pocket to enter that giveaway. Like and comment on the video. Link to the description below. The one that I am looking at here, I've disliked. It's terrible content. Yeah, be subscribed to the channel, and every 1,000 subs we get until all the cards are revealed from Wizbang's Workshop, we will add another mega bundle to that giveaway, so hit the sub button, make me go broke. And before we get into the cards that are getting changed from this teaser image from Blizzard, yeah, Demon Hunter, Mage, Priest, and Shaman all getting buffed. So probably multiple cards for each class. It's hard to say, right? Like, they just put the classes out there. But one class that I did suggest buffs for, and I guess Blizzard forgot about, is Hunter. Hunter is always like kind of up there win rate, but just feels like it's not popular enough. But yeah, Hunter kind of gets the shaft on the nerfs. But well, let's take a look at the cards that will be getting changed. First, we have Shattered Reflections is getting nerfed again. This card just got changed, but when it got changed the first time, I made the comment, it's really annoying. They didn't change the interaction with Eonar, where you copy Eonar and then you get another one on the board and then you just scam, right? And that the whole thing is not rotating at all at any point. Well, it will, you know, after next year, but not this year, right? So I'm glad that it looks like they'll hit it. I hope they don't just make it like 6 or 7 mana that doesn't deal with the issue at all, because you just refresh anyways. What I do hope to see is that it says choose a non-Titan minion. I really hope for that. They could even revert it where you could add a copy of the minion to your hand, deck, and battlefield like it was before. As long as it says choose a non-Titan minion, that Eonar interaction's gone. You could still combo it with like Beetles or get more Ignises or go infinite with Fizzles, but the Eonar interaction is just busted. It just is. So I do hope that that will be the change. Again, we don't have confirmation, and the patch I believe is supposed to go live on Thursday. I'm not 100% certain on that, but yeah, we're likely expecting this patch on Thursday. Again, once the patch notes drop, we'll have the official changes, so stay tuned for that video as well. But yeah, there's obviously more cards than that. Next is Sludge on Wheels, which started off as a 1/5, got buffed to a 2/5, and then the Barrels of Sludge, which do not look like they will be changing, right? They deal 4, they used to deal 3, so this card got bumped up to a 2/5. Maybe it goes back to a 1/5. The other option, probably a 2/4. 4 mana feels like not really fair. That probably kills the card. I don't think they want to kill the deck, and if they're nerfing 3 Warlock cards, they got to be kind of more minor adjustments, you would hope, right? Because the deck, a lot of people like playing it. It was one of the more hyped archetypes. I revealed it. It's got to stay relevant. It's toxic. But yeah, 1/5 back to 1/5 to a 2/4. I would expect that. Nothing else too major. Waste Remover, again, another standout card. My thumbnail was not clickbait. This card is going to get nerfed, right? Sometimes I get that wrong, but this time it seemed pretty clear to me, where you can make this 5 mana. You can make it destroy the bottom 2 cards of your deck. You can make it a 6/6 to 6/7. That would be really good stats for the cost. Would still feel pretty bad to face though. I think the thematic 6/6, right? Like, you know, the whole, you know, 6/6/6. We got Symphony of Sin 6 and the devil, toxic Warlock. That could be a thing. You do lose the, you know, kind of the flavor of a 4 mana 7/7 with downside, but when it's not downside and regularly not and dealing 12, yeah, it's a bit too much. So I would probably expect a stat change at the very least, whether it loses some health, attack, both. That's what I would think. I don't think they bump. It could go to 5. We'll have to wait and see. And then next, this one I didn't even think. I didn't even think about it. It is insane with the Barrels of Sludge, don't get me wrong. Mage getting nerfed, of course. Mage out of control. It's not a mage card in like any way. But Chaos Creation, right? The 6 mana dual class spell where you deal 6 damage, summon a random 6 cost minion, destroy the bottom 6 cards of your deck. you can't really put this to 7 because it just Firelens Portal with downside for Mage. I guess you change the damage output, or you could make it 5s. You could just destroy less cards, like destroy 3 cards of the bottom of your deck. I think that's what I would prefer. Like, you could keep it as a 6 mana. You still have the 3 6s for, you know, Satan and the devil and all that stuff, and then have the bottom cards be half of that, so that the barrels of sludge don't just absolutely nuke you as hard. This one, I'm really curious to see what the change will be. It's a lot more harder to kind of evaluate on that one, but I mean, yeah, reducing the damage output, I think the minion is the most irrelevant part, unless you get like Sif, of course. I never really noticed the 6-cost minion most of the time. It's more that damage or taking literally 24 damage from barrels of sludge. I think I would like to see just less cards destroyed from the bottom of the deck, and the rest could probably remain the same. But again, you guys could speculate. We'll find out in a couple of days, but that one I am genuinely curious on. And then lastly, this just makes me happy. It makes me happy, unless they do the unthinkable. They make Blind Eye Sharpshooter is getting nerfed. Imagine they just make it a 1-1 or a 1-2 just to frickin' troll me, just to be like, yeah, it's just the stat still, Zeddy. You don't know what you're talking about. You're clueless. You have no idea. But yes, Blind Eye Sharpshooter, I was really upset when it went from a 1-5 to 1-3, because the card for me, the problematic card for the part of this card has always been the blowout, where it can literally murder you on turns like 4, 5, and 6. And I expect it to go to 4. I expect it to gain some stats. Maybe it goes back to a 1-5. Maybe they do it right like they should have done at the very beginning. But hey, the card won worlds, and it still was a big part of everything. And yeah, that was one of the ones that I will say it's a little bit personal with me, because I took a lot of harassment over this card for giving my opinion on Twitter from people I don't want to mention. But regardless, we'll see what happens. If it goes to 4, I'll be pretty happy. I'll probably have a bit of a celebrationary tweet and all of that, but it also, I feel like it just makes the game better. I just think it makes the game better if cards like this are more expensive, because it is just not fun to have your entire board and face blown up by one card. Like, that's why, again, Auctioneer went, the Nagamage went, Flamemaker stuff has always been, like, Apprentice got bumped up because of Flamemaker shenanigans, right? And Wild, it's just always been a thing that just is not fun in Hearthstone to face whatsoever. It can exist, but its power level needs to be appropriate, and Blind Eye Sharpshooter really hasn't been at that level. So those are the cards that are getting changed. Again, the buffs, we don't know at all. Demon Hunter, Mage, Priest, Shaman, speculate down below. No idea. Should be really cool to find out. Again, once those patch notes drop, we'll have a video as soon as, again, humanly possible out for you guys. And hopefully the patch makes the meta feel a bit better. I am not hating Hearthstone right now these days. I've played more standard lately than I have in a long time. But dialing these decks back down, especially for me, the Druid and Demon Hunter, I actually didn't mind Warlock that much. That's why I don't want it to scale back too much. But I've been actually having a good time, and hopefully this helps set up rotation pretty darn well. Anyways, that's it. Hopefully for today, more card reveals tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.